Greetings to you, my wonderful friend. This is Dr. Ted, and today I'm talking to you on The Marriage Masterpiece. The Marriage Masterpiece is a book I have written, and it is a book which is shaking a lot of countries in Southern Africa. It is making waves, and that's why I decided to have a podcast focusing on this book. That's why I decided to make you understand the importance of this book. You see, this book, The Marriage Masterpiece by Dr. Ted Msipa, is a must-have resource. And I'm going to be talking about lessons which I draw from this book, lessons which I teach in this book. So today is the first session, it is the first lesson, and I'm going to make it snappy so that you will be able to come and listen to the podcast as we continue putting them in the marketplace. What I really need you to understand is that if you are a married man, congratulations. If you're a married woman, congratulations. But I want you to take care and to be cautious, because the truth of the matter is that marriage has become a rare commodity. Marriage has become a rare species, because the enemy of families, the devil himself, is after each and every marriage. If it were according to him, we ought not to have families anymore. So marriage is a very sacred concept. It is a very sacred ideology, and marriage is not something that was created by man. It is something that was created by God himself. And because it was created by God himself, I need you to understand that it is very key, it is very crucial, and it is very important that you and me, we play our part, we play our role in preserving our marriages. By the grace of God, this year, I'll be turning 31 in marriage, and I think I know a bit of something about marriage. And as a point of departure today, I just want you to know this important point. Marriage is not physical. Marriage is spiritual. So marriage is not a man idea. Marriage is a God idea. Since it is not a man idea and it is a God idea and it is a God idea, it is therefore important that we have clarity and we have understanding on what was the original intention of God when he created or authored the marriage institution. It is very, very important that we understand the purpose of something so that we are able to make good use of it. My heart bleeds. Right now, some countries are busy putting together legislation which is going to make it very complicated to live long in marriage. For example, in South Africa, they are working on a bill, maybe it's already out by now, whereby they are saying marriage should be a contract for 2 years, renewable subject to performance. I know it sounds exciting. I know it sounds like something is happening, but the truth of the matter is that this is a death knell they are ringing to the institution of marriage. Marriage is what makes communities communities. Families are what make communities communities. And when we destroy the sacred rights of marriage, then we are going to have an unruly society. So may I submit to you that marriage is not a contract. You see, a contract is not done with vows. So it is very, very important that we understand that marriage is a spiritual matter and marriage is a covenant. Let me just give you an idea what used to happen within a covenant set up in the nation of Israel. When you entered into a covenant, you could actually slaughter a beast. That is a cow, that is a sheep, or whatever you chose to slaughter. You would rip it into two pieces. Then the two parties to the covenant will walk through the carcass of that beast, and they will drip with the blood, and they will come through the other side. Then they would shake hands and say, "May the Lord do to me what we did to this beast if I breach this covenant." That is how powerful a covenant is. So a covenant has a seal of blood, and a covenant has a seal of spirituality. And this is why I believe that marriage is not a contract. Marriage is a covenant. You see, it is a covenant where a woman comes in, where a man comes in, and God sits right on top of that love triangle. So I will be talking more on marriage, on the marriage masterpiece. But for today, I will leave you with these key note points. Number one, marriage is not a man idea. It is a God idea. Number two, marriage is not a physical act. It is a spiritual act. Number three, marriage is not a contract. Marriage is a covenant. Number four, in a covenant set up, blood is involved. On that note, let me say goodbye. Till we meet again. Bye-bye.